right. In the world of martial arts, there's a thing called the code. Um, it can reference back to like a Bushido code or, the warrior code or whatever, but it's the code. And I came across in several forms this thing by Jocko Willink, and it is the code. He put it in his book, and I just want to go through it line by line and let's see where it takes us.
Welcome to the Warrior Mindset Podcast. We're your guide as you make your way through life, getting better 1% every day. We believe that life is lived and true victory won through adversity. Nothing easy is ever worth it. We believe in the warrior ethos and support those that choose to walk that path.
All right, let's dig into this. If you've not read his book, I've got the name here: The Code, the Evaluation, the Protocols, Striving to Become an Eminently Qualified Human. He's got several versions. He's got like a workbook and stuff like that. But I came across this um, IG post on the Jocko quote account, whatever. I follow it because it's cool. I'm a Jocko fan. I love Navy SEAL culture and I love all the positive parts of it. I don't want to get into like the negative pieces of all that stuff, but like just thinking solely positively, I love that, and I love the culture of it. And I want to get into this. I put together a little presentation thing here, and I want to go through it because I think, yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's cool, and I think there's a lot here that we can glean from it. So let's go. So this post was like line by line pulled from his book, The Code, the Evaluation, the Protocols, Striving to Become an Eminently Qualified Human. That in and of itself is a wonderful assignment to give yourself, but he breaks it down into these little codes here, and here's a link to the Instagram post there. So number 1, I will take care of my physical health by exercising, eating properly, and getting the rest I need to recover and rebuild. I will take care of my physical surroundings, keeping them in order. So not just you and your personal being, mentally, physically, spiritually, but also your surroundings. Taking care of the place where you work, where you live, and where you do your thing. That's the number 1. You can't really do anything else unless you do that one thing. It's pretty obvious, but I love the way he's summarized it here. Number 2, I will develop myself mentally by reading, writing, drawing, building, creating, and engaging in other activities that sharpen and expand my mind. So it's not just about physically getting after it, right? It's also about mentally strengthening yourself inside, right? So, practicing those things, creating. If you follow Jocko, you'll know that he actually got believe it was an undergraduate degree in English in writing, in writing English, which says a lot about his ability to produce the things that he produces. If you listen to his podcast, they're very well researched, and he reads a lot, and he often are based on books and things like that of people's experiences. Number 3 here, I will not waste time. Time is precious. This is so key. I lost my dad a while ago, and I will tell you at the end there, I really realized how precious time is. I'd been thinking about it because of my own children are getting older, and my youngest is about to move out of the house, but time it goes by so fast, and we spend so much time just wasting it and thinking about what if, and then it's just gone. And when I did lose my dad and I was sitting there with him in his final hours, I just remember this overwhelming feeling of wanting more time with him, and it is just so precious. So um, I think that's a perspective that a veteran probably has more so than a lot of us who have gone through these things. Man, it's just the one thing that we can't buy. So then, number 4, I will not waste money and I will make prudent financial decisions. Money is hard to earn. So yeah, money is hard to earn, but the other rule is just like time is treating money where it needs to be treated, right? And you will do things strategically, smartly. You won't just waste it, right? So thinking about how you're using it and not just wasting it is eminently important. 5 is I will set goals that I will strive toward. So this is I'm not a very strict parent, and I don't have a lot of rules, but I do have a rule is that you will have a goal that you'll be working towards. I just think it's super important to be working towards something, to be working through something, and preferably something difficult. If you get up in the morning and you have nothing set, you have no set point, no waypoint, like you're just kind of drifting. And that's you know, back to the other one about time, you're just wasting. You're just wasting, and you need to have a goal. You need to be striving towards something. And I think that's one of the secrets of being happy in life. 6, I will excel in my job because work is integral to life. They kind of go hand in hand. And I love the way these are put together, but like, I will, like, there's a lot here. Like, I will have a job. I will have a goal. I will have a thing that I'm doing, and I will work hard at being good at it because that is integral to having a good, happy life. You have to have something that you're working towards and working towards being good at. That's it, to be happy. Honestly, it is that simple. 7, I will be humble and not allow my ego to negatively impact my decisions. This one is not always easy to do, but you have to think about how your ego is utilized. Are you using it strategically, knowing it's there, knowing your limitations, your what you can do, or is it just there and directing you without you knowing it? In remaining humble and not allowing those things to negatively impact the way you navigate the world or treat others or make your decisions, it's not an easy thing to do, but it is something to strive for. 8, I will control my emotions and not allow my emotions to negatively impact my decisions. I know several people that sort of operate from their emotions. And a lot of times, if they're frustrated or whatever, they will, emote that they are, and it will also sort of impact their surroundings, the people around them. And that's sort of the other side of that humbleness, the other side of that ego thing is that you're letting you're making it all about you. And that's not a good way to be. It's not a good way to really build trust in others and to have other people to really lead other people. I will put others before myself. I will help other people and protect those that cannot protect themselves. I will take care of my friends and family and treat other people with respect. Yes, ready to lead, ready to follow, ready to learn. I think that Another route to true happiness in life is through helping others. And I don't mean giving everything of yourself, but giving of your skills and your knowledge. And if you have the wherewithal to help people, in other ways, is to do that and to put them first. Definitely taking care of your friends and your family and operating from that humble giving of respect first, giving the respect to then get it first is just a great way to operate, and it's going to set you up as a leader. The last one, I will be ready to protect my friends and family. My gear will be ready. I will train and prepare to defend myself and others. This last one is sort of like all encompassing too, from particularly when you think about the martial aspect of like the Bushido code and things like that. But keeping yourself prepped through all these other things so that you can be ready to protect your friends and family, and then taking care of your surroundings and your gear, and then training, whether that's through physical fitness or whatever, to be prepared to do the things you need to do whenever it needs to get done. That's important as well. Um, so I had made this poster, whatever, if you will, based on some of like Jocko's reading, some reading about Mark Divine, Coach Divine, things like that. I don't think I can get it all in here, but so I'd made this little, I'm gonna call it a poster. It was just 8 by 10, and I put it in my notebooks and stuff like that. And it was just sort of like, how do I prepare for big things? I had at the time was getting ready for a black belt test in the martial art I study, and it was going to be a 3-day, 72-hour sort of crucible type thing. And I wanted to sort of, congeal my ideas together to make them little things that I could remind myself of with like some, positive thoughts and self coaching and things like that. So these are just some things that I picked up, and I've done another version of this, and I want to get into some of these things. So like this master yourself, serve others is sort of a mantra that we use. I actually have it in the gym as well. Um, Patience, discipline, and humility, that comes from the style of martial arts and my teacher. Never give up. We study the 5 mountains in my gym, and I got these from Coach Divine as well. 5 mountains: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and then ultimately cultivating all those in the kokoro, the warrior spirit or grit. You know, um, and we hang these in the gym. You might have seen this in the background of some of the podcasts and stuff too. I think, it's important to sort of define, who you are, what you stand for, and stuff like this. And I wanted to sort of bring all this together and also sort of describe what warrior mindset, warrior fitness is in words. And I think this is really it right now. This is sort of um, all that I've got. So, here we have master yourself, serve others again, be accountable, keep hammering. I borrowed that from Cameron Haynes. If you haven't followed him, he's well worth a follow, but it's just keep hammering, never give up, stick to your guns. We have our complete fitness principles: strength development, functional movement, stamina, work capacity, endurance training, durability, and mental toughness. Those are the 5 things that we are always striving to work on, like physically. And then this, it's not about you. Be ready to lead, ready to follow, and ready to learn. That's sort of this keeping a white belt mentality, I think, is super important to our growth and development. Find the fun, appreciate the hard, focus daily, measure progress, and grow. Directly stole that from Coach Divine. That is a wonderful way to look at your day in and out. Echoing the 5 mountains again. Patience, discipline, and humility. We have embrace the suck. Some consistent things here. Never quit and do nothing which is of no use. Directly from Musashi. And we're always trying to minimize extra movement and minimize, we're always trying to optimize things, and this sort of a pathway there. The way you do anything is how you do everything, and I truly believe that. And I've actually gotten flack over that one before, in that it's like some people are like, that's a silly thing. The way you do anything is how you do everything. But I truly believe it, and I see it. I see it in people. I see it in the people in the gym who clean up after others, not just themselves. Like when we're done training, they'll wipe down the bags from sweat. They'll clean the floor without being asked, or they'll just volunteer. And normally those people are the best performers. I can tell you in class, because it all starts in your mind. It all starts in your heart. That's where all the grit comes from. So that's it for me today. I have these on the link. You can download the presentation if you want to check it out, if it helps you. Hope so. And get to the link in the Instagram post and follow that Jocko Quotes account. It's a really good account. Until next time, get after it, y'all.